Welcome to Beyond the Bar. We're here at Move Media Studios with the one and only Jaz The Rapper. Jaz, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm good. We're happy to have you here, Jaz. As your bartender, let me get you a drink. What you drinking?
I'm in the mood for a thought juice. I'll take a thotty. Bud Light. Sponsor me! Jazz Burrito.
While I'm getting that for you, tell me, what are 3 things that define you as a battle rapper?
Firstly, I would say witty. Like a lot of people, like my fans, they always be like, oh, that was clever, or how she think of those lines, that was slick. So I have a slick mouth in real life, so I think it translates to when I'm rapping.
I couldn't even fathom that. Fuck a job, I'd rather rap. Niggas pitching on the block flipping, but they ain't acrobats. Cats jump from circle to circle, and that is not an act. Basically, life is a circus, but I don't clap for that. I clap for those that's coming up beside me.
Punchlines, for sure. That's my main thing. That's what I focus on. That's the main goal, at least every 4 bars, because if you're not hitting, that crowd is not gonna fuck with you at all. So punchlines.
I murder beats, get them tagged up and bagged up. I swear it's not Mardi Gras when all my niggas masked up. They gon' set it off in this motherfucker, get it lit. Like strap-ons and tampons, I'm up in this bitch.
I'm poised. I'm very poised. When my opponents battle me, I just stand there and I listen. Like I don't. And I show love too. A lot of people tell me, yo, stop reacting to your and I'm like, yo, I can't help it. Like I love bars, but I'm very poised. You don't see me complaining, nagging, doing extra stuff that other people do. I just do it, and when it's my time to rap, I rap. So I would say those 3.
A queen's supposed to be the most powerful piece on the board, right? So I gotta laugh at that, because I said we doing this on Smack. And where we at? Bitch, you followed me wherever I go. You asked them for a certain price, I said no, and where we at? You was fronting, bitch, your numbers is low. You wanted the big stage, I wanted the small. And where we at? Y'all ain't peep? I got my hands dug in her soul. Cause how I move, she move. Keep it cool, I got emotions under control.
Okay. We're gonna start off with some of your battles, right?
You told Daylight that you hit him with that boom, boom, clap, clap, boom, clap. Really, my nigga? Now, I don't shoot gats, but they don't do that. Okay, y'all went crazy. Y'all went crazy, right? I mean, y'all love it when this old bitch rap about guns that she don't squirt. So fuck it. I got a gun so big, that shit don't work. But
Okay, so this battle happened in 2014, and there's like in battle rap, there's times when certain things are the thing to do. So at that time, the thing to do was bars about how big your gun is. Like it was just, my gun's so big, and then there'd just be a punchline after it. A lot of times it was fire. Sometimes people was,
Yeah.
But so with that, I did that because I don't really do gun bars. So I'm like, alright, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna have a gun bar. I'm gonna talk about her. I'm gonna really incorporate her shooting guns. Like we know she don't do that. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna have a gun so big, and I don't know. I was just like, that shit don't work. Like you feel me? Like because boom boom clap, whatever she said, it was just like that ain't it. But honestly, the reaction I got from it was way more than I expected.
Yeah.
Like that room erupted, and I was like,
Exactly. Because it's like, yo, everybody exaggerates about their gun. Their gun do this, it go gak, gak, gak. Whatever sound it makes, whatever attachment it has, like, you know what, my gun is ridiculous. That the shit don't even fucking work. It can't do shit. That's how. That's how I really enjoyed that bar. Like, just like you said, everybody, a gun bar is really like a go-to.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I mean, I don't knock it at all. Like, that's just what it is. But, yeah, it was just, I just wanted to put some humor in there. But they went crazy. Like, to this day, people quote that bar. Like, that's one of the best gun so big bars. So.
I heard that. That shit had me on the floor. It's going against the grain. It really is. Everybody's going left, you going right.
Yeah.
Boom, you hit them with it.
Yeah,
That was beautiful.
different, man.
All right. Next one, we're going to hit up Jaz versus QB.
Sway, where you at? We established in round 1 that you ain't teach her how to write. But nigga, you got a black belt. You couldn't teach her how to fight.
That was from QB versus
Me?
Bonnie.
What?
The line.
Oh,
yeah. It came
yeah.
because of her fight with Bonnie, where we heard that
you
story.
did your research.
I'm a professional.
Research, okay.
All right. What made you want to bring that up for her?
Why wouldn't I? Like, I'm battling.
Obviously, that.
I'm battling, like.
Embarrass her as much as you can.
So, with the QB battle, that battle, I don't battle often. I battle, well, kind of. Battle like once a year.
Yeah.
So, with the QB battle, she called me out. Now, QB at this time was one of the top girls. This was I battled her in my second year in battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was kind of a big deal for her to call me out. Like, it was kind of like, QB's calling me out. Oh, it's lit. And she wanted to do it on Smack. I've never been on Smack. So it was like, yo, I'm taking this battle. But when she called me out, the battle kept getting pushed back further and further and further. So I just had a lot of time to write. And the Monty situation happened in between that, I think. Did it happen in between that? I think so. I think it did. Like, all right, cool. I'm going to just bring up whatever I can. Like, and being that I was around for it, like,
right.
I seen when it popped off both times. Like, I was right next to, I think I was next to Bonnie, like, when both times it popped off. So it's kind of like I have some better details about it than other people do.
Right.
And, I mean, it was just like.
Why not?
No, it was, I'm trying to think, like, how did I really come up with that? Like, you couldn't teach her how to fight. I don't know. Like, it's a thing. Swave and his karate, like, they always talk about it.
Right.
And that was her team member. So, I don't know. It just came to me like, nigga, you got a black belt. You couldn't teach her how to fight. Like, and that's another one where it became bigger than what I thought it would be. I knew it was fire. I knew it was a haymaker, but that was like, it's like legendary. That line is really legendary. And I mean, they went crazy. Swave, normally your people be behind you. So I feel like it might have hit harder if he was standing there, but it still hit hard. Like, that's why I was like, where you at? Because I heard him. I heard his voice. He has a distinct voice. I heard him in the crowd. That's why I was looking. And then when I said it, it was like, yo, like, everybody was like, nah, that was wild. Like, I think even she gave me props for that line.
Yeah, she actually did. I peeped the pound. Because it was really beautiful. What I really enjoyed was, of course, the reaction, and it was closest to the end of your battle, so it's like that was your knockout punch.
Yeah,
no pun
exactly. Yeah. It was like the nail in the coffin. And then, like, it's crazy, that whole third round, I'll never forget it. I was in school, and I was struggling to come up with this last round. I think I was studying for finals, because this was like a week before my birthday. It was in November, finals was December. So I was studying, and I just couldn't come up with nothing. And this is when Hurricane Sandy happened. And I was grateful for Hurricane Sandy because I had like a week off of school. So I used it to write.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know if I would have ever came up with that bar if Hurricane Sandy didn't happen. Like, I'm sorry to the people that was affected by that, but I'm thankful for Hurricane Sandy because that helped me. That helped me a lot.
Yeah. All right, we're going to get into your battle against E Hart.
I was barely getting reaction. Shit was crazy. It was wild. But now I know. If I want to make a room blow up, then I'll cater to the crowd. So y'all want to meet at Battle 40? Fuck it, they get that cold jazz. So this Stockton and Malone on a pick and roll. It's the old jazz.
So this battle, the E Hart battle, was very, very, very important in my career because it was after my official battle. My official battle is a battle that people said I died, I lost bad, I lost it, I'm washed, I was never good, I'm overrated. That was the battle. I feel like every battle rapper has to go through that moment.
Yeah, that was your most criticized battle?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So with this E Hart battle, it was important because I couldn't lose. And when you feel like you can't lose, it bring out a different type of, And with that official battle, the crowd was on official side. Like, she had the crowd, basically. Sometimes it happens. You get the crowd, the other person don't got the crowd. The other person could be fire, but if the other person get the crowd, it's over. So they wasn't really rocking with me. Like, so with the E Hart battle, that's why I said if I want to make a room blow up, I'll cater to the crowd.
Oh,
like,
yeah. So that was your reason behind it.
Yeah, it stemmed from rap for the crowd, Jazz.
Yeah.
When you rap in front of 1,000, 2,000 people, you have to do different things.
Okay.
And that was my mindset. I'm about to rap in a room where it's about a few hundred people.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta cater to that.
Right.
I don't even, honestly, I don't know. I don't know how I came up with, I think I thought of Al Qaeda first. Like, I think that just popped up. Somehow it popped up in my head. And when stuff like that pop up and I'd be like, that could be something, I'll just jot it down and go back to it later.
Right.
So I looked at my notes and I saw Al Qaeda and I was like, I'll cater. And I was just like, it just went hand in hand.
Yeah.
Now, how I write is, you have jabs and you have haymakers, like boxing.
Mm-hmm.
That was a jab. Like, they went crazy for it, but that was a jab because I knew that the old jazz ball was coming.
Yeah.
So, now with the old jazz ball, Jazz is a name that's very easy to flip. And I flip my name in every battle I've done. People might not realize that, but I do it purposely. Just because I'm going to flip my name better than you can. Like, I like to show that.
That's why people be saying your name with 2 Z's.
You know what? we're not doing that. Anyway, so, it's doing that cold jazz. Alright, so now when people were saying I was washed and, you know, I was thinking, alright, I'm washed. I'm going to take y'all back to the old jazz. Like, for whatever reason y'all think I'm washed, we not playing games no more. So I was just like, old jazz. And I was like, Jazz, the basketball team. Like, and I already knew Stockton and Malone was on the Jazz. Like, I'm not going to say I'm a big basketball fan, but I know more than the average girl. Like, just because, I don't know, I just know stuff. I don't know, like.
And your pops is a sports.
Yeah, my father's a sports fan. Yeah, that's true. That is true. But also, when I come up with stuff that I'm not too, like, knowledgeable of, I Google it. So I'm like, look, I ain't gonna have myself looking stupid. So I made sure Stockton, you know, John Stockton and Karl Malone. I was like, I know they're on the Jazz, but I just wanted to be 100% sure. Yeah. Then, like, when I looked it up, I knew that they was famous for something. I knew that.
It's that one pick and roll.
And then I saw it, and I was like, oh, well, there you go. Like, it just went. Like, you just got to flow with it. I knew that was going to be fire. I knew that was going to be a haymaker. I keep saying lines where I was like, I didn't know it was going to be that. I knew that line was going to be that.
Right.
Like, I already knew off rip. You feel me? So, that's how that bar came about, and I love that bar.
Yeah.
The delivery was crazy. Like, you just felt it like, yeah, just.
The official battle was really eating you up as you're preparing for your next battle, and that's where you had to put like pen to paper, like, yo, my bars, my lines, they gotta be on point, like, and I get, you know, when something's eating you up and you're at work or you're at school and it's just like, I gotta come with something, like, that's how you felt, like. Yeah,
it was like in battle rap, you know, and with social media, the fans is on your ass,
right?
Like, so. But, like, maybe the first, like, after the official battle, I say, like, the next few months, it was bad. Like, in my mentions on Facebook, Instagram, and it was pay-per-view. So those were people that saw it on pay-per-view. But then you had when it actually dropped, so I had to go through it again. Like, it started to die out, but, like I said, I don't battle a lot. So every battle I do is very important. I can't be half-assing because that half-ass battle is going to stick with me until my next battle. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, with the E Hart battle, it was just like, yo, first of all, E Hart is fire. You feel me? Yeah. So, that was already something I had to hurdle over. But then, it was more so I was battling my last performance.
All right.
Because, like, in the trailer, I was like, yo, honestly, it didn't matter who I was battling. I was going to have to show my ass, period. It just so happened to be somebody that I had to really, really right for. You feel me? Like somebody that I could lose to. But yeah, it was like the fans was like, oh, Jazz is gonna lose again, and E Hart is too nice, you know. And I can't blame the fans. Well, I can. I'm lying. But it's kind of like they base you off your last performance. You should not do that. But it's like, yo, y'all don't remember, like, y'all don't remember how I does this? You feel me? Like one of them things. So
yeah, you judged off your last mistake.
Yeah, so it was just like, I gotta show y'all, like, nah, y'all wildin', like, you feel me? So that was that. But then with the E Hart battle, like, after that battle happened, I started to realize I'm clearly the Floyd Mayweather of battle rap because they wouldn't give me that win. They would just be like, oh, you were gassed because you was in Brooklyn. Bro, We could have been in the Bronx. It would have been the same. You feel me? Like, it was like, damn, I be trying to, when I battle, I try to avoid any type of criticism. It's impossible, but I try to minimize it. And they was just like, oh, you was gassed because you just came back. You was gassed because you was from Brooklyn. You was gassed because you look better. It's like, son, can I just want to ride. I just want to ride. But, you just learn to live with it. The comments was crazy. Like, I remember we dropped Super Bowl Sunday. That was lit. Because I don't think no girls ever dropped, like, on an important night like that. We was the first battle to drop from that event. And it was, like, comments about freaking the Super Bowl and Beyonce. Like, it was just really weird. But I took that battle, and I was very proud of myself in that battle. Like, okay. You feel me?
Yeah. All right, let's get to your next line from the same battle for E Hart.
But this star was molded to kill you in the ring. Celebrity deathmatch. If we argue, I'm taking half her face off. I'm on that savage shit. Then take the other side just because, like devil's advocates. Pete. Punches got a weak, ready to sleep. Knees wobbling. Where I learned that, none of your business, but eavesdropping. I'm so.
Okay, so.
Before you start, what I loved about this line, the line itself was great, but the antics.
I was just about to speak on that. So that goes back to me feeling like I can't lose this battle. I literally, everything I did in that battle was for a reason. Like, any little thing you saw me do was for a reason. It wasn't subconscious. It wasn't just natural. It was planned because I wanted to do everything in that battle. I wanted to show people that I can do a lot of things. And for two reasons. For one, E Hart to me is the end all be all of the girls. After I battle E Hart, it's nothing else I can do because I can't battle myself. Like, I can't battle myself. So E Hart is up there. So it was like, yo, if I never battle again, if this is my last battle, I have to leave with that being good. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna get my performance up. That was always a thing I didn't do. Like, I didn't really perform. Like, I didn't act my stuff out. And with that battle, I'm like, I'm about to act all my bars out. I'm gonna write bars that I have to force myself to do stuff with.
Time to show your ass.
Yeah, exactly. And people, when the battle came out, people actually noticed it, and it was like, oh my God, it worked. Like, they're like, yo, Jaz is comfortable. She's doing this, she's doing that, and it's like, yeah, you're right. I'm glad it's working. So with that, it was like, all right, I do name flips a lot. And with a name like E Hart, you have two ways I can fuck your name out: E and Hart. Yeah. So that's kind of easy. You have a lot to really do. Although a lot of people have done a lot of name flips on her, so it was like I was very limited. That's why you got to watch your opponent's battles, because you don't want to say stuff that other people said, you know. So with eavesdropping, like, I said, yo, I gotta use that. Like, that's crazy. Like, so I'll just write eavesdropping, get back to it. And it was like, all right, eavesdropping, you listening to something you're not supposed to be type shit, and that was that. The devil's advocate bar was the jab. But I took the other side just because, like, devil's advocates, that was dope to me. But then it was like, I knew I wanted to use a line, a violent bar, you know? So then it was like, you know, where'd I get that from? None of your business. But eavesdropping, like, you know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. Eavesdropping, and they loved it. Right. You brought that bar up. I totally forgot about that bar. Like, that was that flushed in the water. Like, that was just there.
All right.
She not even pussy. She Gina. But when 40 called her daughter a monkey, she was like, watch your mouth, watch your... Oh, I get it. The key to get her out of tune is E minor. But speaking of your daughter...
I like that one. That's very slick. Yeah, that's another wordplay thing. Like, I'll just jot down things that have E in it. Like, I wish there was a way. It probably is. I probably got it in my phone, like, to show you the bars that didn't make it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but E minor was dope. Because, again, like I said, I had to do bars that nobody did. Right. And she didn't battle some good people, so they didn't took a lot of good ones. So with the E minor, I was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I'm gonna definitely do something with E minor. It's gonna be something with music, and you know, again, you got to do your research. So sometimes you might want to pull up stuff from other battles, and with the 40 battle, she called her daughter a monkey. You know, I could tell it bothered her.
Yeah.
Like I could tell it bothered her, and that's not the only battle it happened in. Somebody else brought up her kid, and she got bothered.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that, I pay attention to. You want to get your opponent to feel uncomfortable.
Right.
So I brought it up, and I don't. Being that was on Queen of the Ring, and my battle with her was on Smack, and a lot of people don't watch Queen of the Ring. A lot of people just watch URL. They might not watch other battles.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get too in depth to where they'll be like, what the hell is she talking about? So I got straight to the point. When 40 did this, boom. And it was just like the key to get her out of tune is E minor. Like I got the key to get her uncomfortable. Like it just comes up. Like I don't know how it comes to me, but it just comes to me. And yeah, that
straightforward, but it was a very good line. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Let's get into this last line of ours.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my personal favorites.
Cock the Desi. Jazz, you can stop already. Pop a gun, you too afraid to even pop your cherry. Y'all been counting the days down. Well, my cherry got popped, so what these bitches gonna say now?
That line has a lot of history behind it.
Yeah. That's an in-depth, personal line.
That line was for me.
Yeah.
That was for me.
You took the power back.
That was for me. Yeah, I definitely have a story about how that line came about, though. So
good, because we have ears to listen.
Yeah, it's definitely a story. All right, so in battle rap, I was known as the Virgin Schoolgirl.
Mm-hmm.
I came in when I was 19, and that battle happened when I was 25. So I was a virgin from 19. Well, 19. I was a virgin up until 24. Now, I had lost my virginity months before the battle happened. And it's always been a thing with me, like, over the years, I just be like, so when I lose my virginity, like, do I just announce it? Like, you know, as a normal person, you don't think like that. But as a battle rapper, that's something you have to think about.
Really?
And I'm like, I don't want to announce it because who does that, for one? For two, it's going to look like I'm looking for attention, and that's not what it is. Like, so it's just like, how do I do it? Do I tweet it and then let it just marinate and go everywhere? Like, it was just, do I do an interview? So when it happened, when I lost my virginity, I didn't put it out there. Right. You know, I just kept it low key. Like, but then as the battle was approaching, I'm just like, yo, people know who I'm dealing with. You feel me? So obviously, I'm dealing with him. They're gonna assume she's having sex now. So I'm like, I don't want her to expose something. Mm-hmm. I don't want her to be the one to be like, and you fucking now, because then that gives her leverage over me.
Right.
People gonna be like, word, Jazz? And then anything she says after that is fire. Mm-hmm. But I still didn't want to put it in the battle. Like, it was just like, whatever. So literally like 3 days before the battle, I spit my bars for Newborn. And he was like, yo, are you still a virgin? And I laughed. I'm like, no, I'm not. He was like, for real? Yo, I'm happy for you, B. Like, it was just like a proud moment. Mm-hmm. And he was like, nah, for real, you're not a virgin? I'm like, no. So he was like, yo, say that in your battle. Yeah. And I'm like, you know, I was kind of thinking about it, but nah. He was like, Jazz, are you dumb? He's like, yo, they're gonna go crazy. I was like, yo, I don't know. He's like, yo, you gotta do it. You have to do it. And Newborn was my first friend in battle rap. Right. So he seen me from the beginning, you know. So it was just like, I kind of took his word for it, like, pretty strongly. Like, I feel like if it was another battle rapper that I'm cool with, I probably wouldn't did it. But being that it was him, he was like, yo, you bugging. Say it, put it in one of your rounds, da-da-da. He was like, but you got to do it a fire way. You can't just be like, oh, yeah, I'm fucking now. Like, you got to do it the right way. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm going to try to see what I could do. So that whole night, I'm trying to think, should I put in a punchline? How should I do it? Should I announce it in the beginning of the battle? Should I say it at the end of the battle? Like, it's all about timing, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, I was like, you know what? Let me just say the official line because that's the line that was the line of the battle. Like that Poppy Cherry line.
Yeah.
People still tweet me that line.
Right.
Like, bro, I'm not.
Yeah, you see that shit
You know
all
what I'm
the
saying?
time. Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let me repeat that line so people could be like, oh shit, I remember this line. And then it was like, y'all been counting the days down because there was a lot of people like, yo, when is Jaz gonna lose her virginity?
Mm-hmm.
And my cherry got popped. So what you bitches gonna say now was a shot to everybody because every time I battled, somebody brought it up.
Yeah, that was like Eminem and 8 Mile. Excuse me. That was like Eminem and 8 Mile. Where if I'm talking about myself, what y'all gotta say about me now?
Exactly. I used to watch 8 Mile all the time. Shout out to you, Eminem, because he was inspiration. But yeah, exactly. And I didn't want her to expose me because remember when he was like, I am white, I am a fucking bum. I do like he exposed himself. I took a note out of his book, like so. When I said what you bitches gonna say now, that was a shot to everybody because that was something that people always brought up in my battles. Yeah. So now it's like, what are you gonna say now?
Yeah. Did it feel like you took the power back? Like they had something hanging over you. Not saying that it probably affected you, but it was a line that they could use always against you. So it's like when you said which I decided to say now, it's like
it was just like, so what are you gonna say now?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even though talking about somebody being a virgin isn't really a thing, but it was a thing. It's not something that you can diss somebody for. Official did it very creatively though. Right. But in general, it's not something that you can just be like, oh, you a virgin. Like you can do that with a guy, but with a girl, it's like, bro. So that was just what it was, and you know they went crazy, and the internet was in a frenzy. But then you know with the battle, my father was in the battle. I had him do a part in the third round, and people was asking me, "You said that in front of your father?" And I'm like,
20-something years old.
I'm like, for one, I'm grown. For two, I wasn't even thinking about him. Like he was in the cut. Like I just wanted him to rap in the third round, but I could see why people would be like, "Damn, you said that in front of your father?" Like. You popped your cherry, like, but it's like he has common sense, like, you know. Yeah. But he didn't know because I've never told him. But you know, as a father, like, that's just something you probably just be like, oh, whatever, it's life. Yeah. But yeah, like, so once I said that, it was like, yeah, which I gotta say now. I haven't battled a girl since then. But I ain't gonna lie. That line didn't help me one bit because now I have bars about me not being a virgin. And I just can't get away from it. And I'm so mad. Like, leave me alone. Like, it's been so many bars about me not being a virgin now. Like, oh, Jaz changed. And, bro, I can't get away from it. So it's like, you know what? I'm good on y'all. I am so good. But yeah, I haven't battled a girl yet. I'm pretty sure she's gonna say something about that. You know, oh, you fucking now, like. So I ain't gonna hear the end of it. It is what it is.
Jaz, thank you so much for coming through.
No
Happy
problem.
to have you. Oh man, the insight you gave us today was beautiful. I really loved it. This is Beyond the Bar.